Hello everyone and welcome to the Pokebattler website. My name is Famous from FLW Videos, and today we are going to be talking about the top 6 counters versus a Deoxys defense form. Now the Deoxys defense form acts a little bit different than the other forms for two different reasons. Number one, it has a very high defense stat, so it is going to be a little bit denser, and then secondarily, it has a very low attack stat, so it is not able to output as much damage. Therefore, you are going to see some different options in this case. And for the number 1 spot, we've got Gengar. So Gengar typically considered to be a glass cannon, but glass cannons could somewhat get a pass versus this defense form. You are seeing a 5-star in the damage, 1-star in the bulk, but not mattering as much, and then a 4-star in the consistency. As far as the rankings are concerned, you are seeing that number 1 in quite a bit of categories. Overall, not so good, but just keep that in mind. And if you are interested in doing some low mans in this case, with a Gengar, you could potentially do it with 3 people, but it is going to be fairly difficult. So keep that in mind if you are trying to go for one of those challenges. I would say that this one would require the most amount of people just because that defense stat is so insane. But as far as the moveset is concerned, the only kind of caveat we have is that it is Shadow Claw, which is a legacy, and then the second alternative option is Lick, which is also legacy. So if you do not have the legacy moves, the performance is going to drop a little bit, but I do think you have some room to work with. In at the number 2 spot is Giratina Origin form. So Giratina Origin form is going to be a solid option versus that Deoxys defense form. As far as the movesets are concerned, you're not really having to worry about anything, so this is easily the blanket Pokemon that you want to use in any moveset combinations. We've got a 5-star on the damage, 5-star on the bulk, 5-star on the consistency. And as far as the overall ranking is concerned for level 35, you are seeing it at number 1. So definitely a consistent Pokemon. Still going to require, at least 3 trainers to be able to pull this off. But I do like Giratina Origin's spot in this outbreak. Into the number 3 spot is Tyranitar. So Tyranitar, once again, hitting it from that dark typing. We've got Bite, we've got Crunch, 5-star damage, 4-star bulk, 4-star consistency, so definitely liking that. An overall ranking of 2nd in this case at level 35. And once again, as far as those defenses are concerned, we're pretty much in a neutral situation. And then in some cases, we do gain some resistances. So I do like Tyranitar as well. So it kind of fits the same thing that Giratina Origin form is doing, except it's hitting it from the dark type. Number 4 is Mewtwo. So Mewtwo is going to require that Legacy Shadow Ball, but check it out. We've got 5-star damage, 5-star consistency, and then a 3-star in the bulk, so we're kind of middle of the road in that case. But I do like it overall as far as its rankings are concerned. This is going to be a solid option, but you are going to need that Legacy move Shadow Ball versus the different movesets. It is looking pretty solid, so definitely keep Mewtwo in mind, especially if you have them completely powered up. And at the number 5 spot, we have Scizor. So Scizor, the first one that we are seeing from the bug typing. So we've got Fury Cutter as well as Scizor. And as far as the overall ranking is concerned, check this out. I'm really liking the performance for Scizor. We don't necessarily see it come up that much in a top 6, so anytime you do, it's definitely a special occasion. We got 4-star on the damage, bulk not so good, but the consistency does make up for it with that 5-star. So if you are looking for a fun Pokemon to use, definitely consider Scizor. And then finally, number 6, we've got Weavile. So a little bit of a glass cannon, but hey, it's not going to matter as much versus this defense form. We are hitting it from the dark typing with Feint Attack as well as Foul Play. And as far as the rankings are concerned, we do have a 4-star in damage, but unfortunately, bulk and the consistency is not doing so good. You're a little bit all over the board dependent on the actual moveset that ends up getting used. So is this going to be the first option you would want to use? Probably not, but it is still something that can get out the damage. It's something that you may want to consider. Speaking of considering other options, if you want to check out more Pokemon and some potential alternative options, make sure to check out the simulations below.